This is the Draft Labs Tournament Series. Game 2 of the first set of the second day of the second week. We have Spook Squad on red side and Team Villain, or excuse me, Spook Squad on blue and Team Villain on red. Team Villain taking the first match, looking to take this set in a clean sweep. Toby 4v4, the first one off the gates. We can see the items being built right now. Nothing too crazy coming out. And Avery's Blade coming out from YD. They might end up going into an early Static Shiv, most likely, is what I would assume here. And that's an odd first pick. The chances of YD picking up enough farm in the early game to actually get a good money back from that item is very low. Very slim chances for that. So this early item is actually going to take strength away from Tristana, who's already a very weak early game champion. So this is going to be another big thing here for Spook Squad, in order to, another big hurdle for them to jump over in order to actually come through prominent in this match. You can see a 4-man face check from Villain is coming through, and Spook Squad are all forced to back away. No questions asked. It would have been a 3v4. They cannot start that. Vici, he's getting locked in. That's going to be some good damage onto him. Look at this. He's trying to drain it out. He might not end up surviving. He actually does. He flashes away. Good job on his part, man. I mean, he forced his own flash right there, to be honest. He probably could have just walked away, but he might have been trying to bait something out, but he was just caught at that moment. He really should have tried to get out as soon as possible. And now... now he's going to be stuck into a situation where he has no flash, and he's going to have to play aggressive to sustain himself back up. Now, with the new patches, with the new 5.0 patches and the buffs to sustain here on this map, Fiddlesticks is very strong. He becomes stronger considering how much health he gets back. Look at that. That's most likely a rank 1 drain, and the dude's getting like 300 health back. It's incredible how much he sustains himself in lane, and Fiddlesticks is the type of champion that can go an entire game with 0 deaths, simply because he consistently keeps himself topped off. And look at that, Vici already topped off after that huge early game, catch. Really big for him now. 900k, taking some easy damage there from Captain. We can see that the attack speed was built right off the bat for Captain with some boots and 3 health pots. That's not a bad start for a Kalista, in my opinion, because you can really get some good damage down with those Ren stacks, and with that big early attack speed boon, you should be able to get, kite your way in and out of the fight. So it helps Kalista out in a lot of different ways. Her mobility is increased, her damage output is increased, as well as her kind of nuke potential is increased as well. Her consistent damage output is increased as well. Right now, the squad that has taken the early game advantage, the wave clearing advantage, is Team Villain. They're pushing the waves forward into Spook Squad's turret. They're going to be looking to siege here a good bit. They're not taking too much advantage. I mean, these first few waves, there's no true siege potential coming out from these first few waves if you're in this scenario. I mean, we're still on the 5th or 6th wave right now, and there really is no point in going forward and taking too much uncontested damage while you're trying to siege. You just, your true focus here with these first 5, 6, 7 waves should be holding on to that lead, holding on to that forward position, rather than giving it up and maybe giving up a first blood or something like that. So right now, Villain are playing this one correctly. They're playing it safe, yet still holding on to an advantage. Really the only one they could possibly have in this early game. And we're going to see that from Vici all day. We're going to see that from Vici all damn day. Running forward, popping out some bouncing crows, and then running away. I mean, that's kind of the status of a Fiddlesticks right now, is you just go forward, annoying with the crows, get as much damage off in the backlines as possible, and then run away. Ooh, this is a big catch, though. They can drop him, and they can delay his ultimate. That would be really big, because that crow storm is going to be a huge factor in this kind of middle game, the late early game and the middle game. Another catch. Gingy's hitting some really good binds here. He's looking to get some damage off of it. Might end up being traded here. TD 900k actually ends up taking that damage. Freak moving forward. We've seen a few Gragas's played before in the tournament series, mostly by Team Quicksilver, and they played very well. Extremely aggressive Gragas's, so I'd like to, figure out for you guys and let you know what the difference is between Freak's playstyle here on the Gragas and Authorize when he brings his Gragas from Team Quicksilver. Right now, nothing too important happening quite yet. You know, it's Team Villain. They've held on to this lead. We're now 5 minutes in. I don't think their potential to make things happen pre-6 is too high. So even just having this little lead right now is pretty big for them. There's another catch onto Vici. He's getting taken down, but this is such good damage to be putting down, to be having been put down here for Team Villain, because Vici can sustain this out so easily. That damage is not going to stick here. That damage would stick if it was on Raven, if it was on Captain, but right now on Vici, look at this one drain and he's already topped off. This is why Fiddlesticks is on the top of the charts right now. Not because anything else got stronger. Look at Freak. He's getting locked down. He's going to take a lot of damage from that explosive charge as well. He does, and now he's shut down. Every bind is capitalized on really well right now for Team Spook Squad, and that just ties in with their kind of pick potential coming out here. They just need to have more capabilities. They need more spells in order to actually isolate people down, rather than just the Morgana bind, just a Y-did auto attack, and just a Jinx zap. That's really the only thing that's coming down right now. They need something else besides that, and Malphite doesn't bring it. There's some more aggression from Freak. He goes in, he pops his ultimate, catches no one, ends up whiffing out. He's going to get dropped here. There's a late ultimate from Vici as well. He isn't able to do anything, but he forces a lot of flashes. Now, Gragas didn't end up falling somehow. He must have used his heal or something. He somehow ended up surviving, and now there's going to be a counter kill in favor of VN Captain. He snags a kill onto Jinx as Jinx was moving forward looking for something. There's another counter kill, or excuse me, a second kill going over in favor of Villain. They snagged 2 there, and that was a really unfortunate occurrence here for Spook Squad, and a flash forward, an easy kill for Raven. Easy kill for Raven, easy death for Y-did. That team fight was just really scattered, man. I mean, nothing was happening really great. I'm so surprised that Villain ended up coming out so far on top of that fight, even after they made such a poor engage and didn't get anything off. There was 2 ultimates that ended up whiffing. Now that one doesn't. 3-man stun from Gingy. Looking to follow up. Raven is staying forward, poking out as much as possible, but now he gets caught. Now he's down. That's 2 for 3 now. In this kind of super extended skirmish, there's a counter engage coming out. Make that a double kill for Jinx. 3 for 3. Kills are all evened up, and only a 400 gold differential now in favor of Team Villain. Good counter engage coming out, and Gingy really the front man of this fight so far, catching a lot of really awesome snares on this Morgana. Majora's Masquerino says Blood Moon Shen is the best, though. I cannot disagree with you, my friend. I do agree that Blood Moon Shen is the best. Blood Moon Elise is pretty dope as well, but Blood Moon Shen is like OG Blood Moon skin. There's that static shift from Y-did. It does not going to end up being a poor decision here, considering how early he got it. I mean, only level 7 already has that static shift. It's not a bad pickup. Now, Gingy feared away, going to be forced into some damage from Captain. You can see Captain is really trying to chase this one out. Gets knocked away. Great knockback by Y-did. Forced Captain out of range of the Rend, unable to get that capitalization damage down onto Gingy, and Gingy stays healthy. So important and such a great disengaging ultimate from Y-did. That's another thing that adds to the pick potential coming out from Spook Squad right now, is they have that ability to get the enemy team away from them utilizing that Tristana ultimate. That's one use for her that I didn't actually mention earlier, and I didn't even see. I overlooked it. But now that ulti's down, there could be an imminent Fiddlesticks ultimate coming up here soon. Fiddlesticks is not going to have quite as much strength while Team Villain hold on to this wave clearing advantage and hold this forward positioning, because he's not going to have as much space. Ooh, there's another pick. Possibly going to end in some damage, but it's not. Look at VG, man. Look at that sustain. It's so massive. And even if he takes more damage afterwards, he still survived. He still stayed safe. He has not died quite yet, and look at how much he sustains. That was almost like 60% of his health he got back from one drain. This is a drain tank Fiddlesticks, and it is really working well for him now. Interesting things coming out right now. We can see that Malphite's going for some magic resist, and Morgana's trying to build into that Rod of Ages. The only problem with Morgana when you're with the Rod of Ages in general is that when you if you don't die, you're going to get it so late. I'm guaranteeing Morgana would have much rather gone down here. Wow, another bind. Ends up catching a kill onto Captain. He dropped so early. There's the counter engage from Vici. He should be able to drop TD 900k. He dropped next. Now Y-did caught out low. Here comes an ultimate onto Toby after he ends up getting locked in. Or excuse me, onto Ziggs after Toby locks him in. That ends in another kill. Y-did also moving forward, throws out the ultimate, unable to get a kill on a Raven, but Gingy follows up with one of her own. There's another nice double stun coming out on the Freak, and that should end in a kill in favor. Wow, and not ends up in a kill in favor of Gingy. Did not have another bit of damage, didn't have the pool available, wasn't able to get any damage down onto Freak, and Freak actually sustained out of that one. So interesting, and that's a team fight that I want to watch again, as a matter of fact, you guys. There were so many great individual plays throughout this. First, the catch on the Captain. Great bind. He's unable to get his way out of there. Great shot by Toby as well, just to secure that kill as quickly as possible. The exhaust comes out at a freak early. His damage is minimal at this point. Why did T900K and Toby are all caught out by that Ziggs ultimate, but Vici comes in and isolates T900K. Honestly, if you drain down that Malphite that quickly, that tanky Malphite, it's almost worth for a Fiddlesticks ultimate, especially in this positioning, because he got something out of it. But look at that double bind that drops onto Vici. They pick up an easy kill. Toby reacting well. I believe he's going to go in and... Oh, he doesn't. I thought he was going to go in and get a solo kill there, but he's unable to. Why did? Jumps forward, might be able to snag something on Raven, but look at that. One auto attack and an ultimate. One more auto attack, and that might have gotten the kill on a Raven. You can see that that explosive charge doesn't end up doing it. The ultimate from Gingy did, and there's the big bind into the stun right after the bind was about to go down. But look at this. Gingy not only exhausted, but also did not have the pool available, which would have been a big damage source in combination with that one auto attack. Most likely would have taken down Freak. And wow, that was a big team fight. Both teams almost an ace. It was a 4-for-3 in favor of, it looks like Spook, Villain here, excuse me, but not quite enough of an advantage to actually take the match. Freak, he's trying to get as much damage onto this turret as possible. I don't know if he's going to be able to take this one down as Jinx is approaching quickly. Actually, he's most likely just going to suicide and might actually be able to end up being able to take it. That's not going to be the case. Wow, the minions pick up that kill, but Toby gets credit for it. Now TD, he doesn't have his ultimate. He used it late in that last fight, and Toby's getting gressed on right away. Honestly, Kalista could probably 1v3 this, considering the fact that she has so much mobility. Not against Gingy, actually. Whoa, Gingy, another nice bind. You know, she probably could have 1v3 that with just Jinx, Malphite, and Tristana. I mean, she has the sustain at this point. She has, you know, the auto attack speed, the mobility. Probably could have 1v3 that, in my opinion. I think a better Kalista player. Not that I think Captain is a poor Kalista player, but I think, you know, a more seasoned Kalista player probably would have identified that. Also, the spread damage from the Runaan's Hurricane, that would have been really, really big, and it would have been an awesome single play right there. And I guarantee you the team would have been there to follow up as well. Fiddlesticks, probably about 30 seconds on his ultimate. He's forced out of his heal really early here. And that explosive charge isn't doing much to him. My god, the sustain, dude. It just blows my mind every time I see it, man. That sustain is just incredible, dude. Just absolutely incredible. Coming out from the Fiddlesticks, man. He is going to become a hot pick. This is the first time he's been picked in the tournament series regular season. And I guarantee you, after this match, he's going to become a hot pick. It's not static, Exile, sorry. I have a hand warmer and I'm like shaking it around. It's not static. I'll put it down. There, here comes another siege from Villain. They have not been able to capitalize in so long. This is another really nice early game composition that could take them towers fast, but they haven't been able to utilize it considering the good defense and the pick pressure that's coming out from Spook Squad here. So good play from both teams so far, but as of right now, I think in terms of utilizations of the two team compositions, I think Spook Squad have actually been doing much better, and that's not very, that's not like Team Villain to not be able to, you know, not be able to become cohesive. Now, they are going to be able to get this tower down, but it took them a long time. That's a 12-minute first tower. There's plenty of time, and there's plenty of space right now for Spook Squad to make a big comeback. This is the, you know, the smallest deficit they could probably have in this early of the game. Do it again. Right there. There you go. Ooh, there's a big 3-man engage from T900K. He gets Fear right after, but the early ultimate from Jinx picks up a quick kill onto Kalista, and there's the counter engage from Vici. He catches out 1, catches out 2, he ends up Zonia's in, and Wydid is able to escape. That Zonia's was not a good idea. He would have been able to survive there no matter what. Now he doesn't have the Zonia's available to him, but he gets a big 3-man silence out, sustains off of the Malphite, might end up going down here to Gingy, and Gingy ends up taking him out. Now it's Gingy versus Freak. Gragas has the upper hand here with more health and more tankiness. If he has the cooldowns, he should be able to make something big happen. You can see the burst damage coming out of him so far. He flashes forward, he wants to get that ace and snags it with a barrel slam to the dome, just smashes Morgana, squishes her underneath that barrel. Well played by both squads. That was a ace. Actually, I believe it was a late ace here for Team Villain, and another 4-for-3 trade in their favor. Gragas actually survived the last team fight and sustained into this one and still ended up surviving. Gragas is a big pick right now in this match, but look at this. He's locked in. He can't take this damage. He might end up going down here. He's looking for some... Ooh, big save by Captain as well, but you know what? Was that really a save? Was he really saved at this point? You might as well have just let him go down and held on to that ultimate. That's another one of the things that the differences that you're going to see from these two teams and some of the more seasoned teams here in the Draft Labs Tournament Series is that, you know, a decision like that, a mistake like that being made by VN Freak and getting caught out, leaving him so low is not necessarily savable. It's not worth it to save on that. Because look at how low he is now. It's going to take him a long time to sustain, and the next fight is coming pretty quick. I can guarantee you guys that. Vici, forward positioning, once again getting caught out by the bind. I mean, him taking so many binds right now, Vici that is, and then being able to sustain right out of him has been such a big part of this match, man. Because, you know, it's Villain haven't been playing out their composition very well. I think that there's a lot of space here for Spook Squad to take the lead. But Spook Squad have been binding an unbindable target for the entire game. Nice ultimate on an engage from Freak, instant exhaust onto Did, and the Morgana ultimate is actually going to end up picking up a kill in favor of Team Villain. That kill goes over in favor of Malphite, though. Nice counter engage from both Captain and Raven. They snag another kill, but easy late ultimate for TD900K. He's following my advice, you guys. Throws down that late ultimate, picks up another kill, and a big double into an ace here in favor of Spook Squad. That's another fight that we're going to have to restart, you guys. So this one starts early. This is another great positioning here from 900K, and this is a recurring theme coming in from Spook Squad. They let him just literally run right into the backlines. Now, he's not doing the best job of doing it right now, but they let him just get that access to the backlines and just completely disrupt the team. Gragas goes in, they're separated, he drops first, the stun ends up dropping onto Vici, and he's actually stunned out of the Zonias. Nice ultimate comes out, Vici gets taken down. Now Captain, Raven, Captain and Raven are both soloed. They can't really 1v1 or 2v2 rather, TD900K and Did, as TD had just gotten his ultimate back. He's got the Void Staff, is going to be able to make executions through it, and now Raven, the only one left against 3 members of Spook Squad. There's no way it's going to happen. He picks up 1 kill off of kind of a fluke. I don't believe it was the best idea for Did to go in right there. Matter of fact, I want to go in on more depth on that because it was a terrible decision for Did to go there, and I don't want to be too critical here, but look at this. Look at all this siege time right now. They got the ace, but Did suicided and sacrificed himself at the end, whereas so much damage would have been done to that tower if that AD carry, that static shiv in combination with the dagger and building into the Bork would have been combined to make so much damage on this tower. I guarantee you they would have gotten it down and evened up this game, but a big mistake, a big error strategically from Did caused them to not be able to bring this game back even after a big ace, their first ace of the match. Big misplay right there from Did to go back in, and I think it was just greed, to be honest with you. Look at Vici, man. Vici can just sustain through anything right now, and Freak is bringing some great burst damage to this side as well. He's got that Sheen finished up, plus the Sork boots. There's the engage. Is he going to throw it forward? He does. He ends up getting the knock-up onto both TD and Did. Now they're both being taken low. TD's going down. Did goes down first. Now it's a 2-for-0. And a nice pick here. Good early ultimate from the Team Villain. Freak knew exactly what he should have done. He actually delayed it for just long enough for the enemy team to flash if they needed to, but they didn't have the flashes. Wow, that was close. That was really close. Vici, this guy is a bind magnet here, but it's working out well for him. Now, Gingy, that Ignite's going to take out Gingy. Good Ignite from Raven there just to get that Morgana down as soon as possible. They have these death timers stuttered. 5 seconds left on 2 members from Villain. Make that 5 seconds left on 2 members from Villain. 20 seconds, over 20 seconds left on the other 2 members, and now Villain are bringing this one back by force, man. They're going to be able to take down the second tower. They're really punishing for the fact that off that last ace, Spook Squad weren't able to take anything. Now 900K, he goes in forward, but he's not quite tanky enough. You can see he's just got a bunch of magic resist. That's it. Captain is going to shred him down really hard here. That's exactly what ended up happening. They drop him. Did has no chance of defending. That is a 2-objective push here, and they're looking to extend it. You have 16 seconds left onto TD900K. If they can get another kill here before TD900K comes back up, then they're going to be setting themselves up for one big push to win the game. Vane King says it's cool they're bronze. It doesn't matter, dude. Who cares? Who cares what league they're in? This is the Draft Labs Tournament Series. We have a league of our own, bro. Rank does not matter. Not in the slightest around here. Might get you style points, but that's it. Freak, you can see his forward positioning. He really wants to get an ultimate off, man. He really wants to isolate somebody, but it really has to be Toby. There is no other champion that you can isolate on this squad. You gotta throw that ultimate on Toby, get him back into the team, take him down first. That reduces a lot of the consistent damage. Then from there, Malphite, Morgana, and Tristana can't really do much, especially since Tristana is 0-5-6 at this point. Has not been making the standout performance here that we would have expected from Why Did. There's the flash ultimate from TD900K. It whiffs, catches no one. Then the counter engage from Captain is coming out quick. There's an ultimate from Vici as well. The ulti from Gragas ended up scattering out the enemy teams and taking a lot of them out of Vici's ultimate, but that's still going to end in a 2-for-1 in favor of Villain. This is a great opportunity for them to win the game right here. Raven, an ultimate onto Why Did is going to force him back in defensive position. Now Gingy and Why Did both solo. And Villain are going to be easily able to pick up this tower here. Now, they did lose their Callista. If there's one kill to be had in this situation for Spook Squad, it needs to be on the Callista. So this is a great situation for them. These towers will be dropping so fast right now. And look at the aggression from Freak. Now, he actually ends up forcing out the flash from Gingy, and then Gingy runs right back into a Ziggs snowball. Freak drops to a long-range Q from TD900K, and now it's Team Villain on the chase. If they had the Callista, they might have even been able to end it there, but this is a big, big turning point for Spook Squad, man. They need to really get their, they need to really turn on the back burners here in this match and make things happen. It was unfair by the start. Gold, silver, plat versus bronze, 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 silver. Unfair from the start? I think unfair is also a term that we don't use here in the Draft Labs tournament series. Insane Video Gamer Champ 846. Thanks for tuning in, my man. I hope you like music, because we're going to be having a lot of that coming up soon. Now, TD900K. He's cut out forward, but he might be able to make his way out. Nope, Captain snags that one with the Rend. Easy kill for him. Gingy now on the chase. And Toby 4v4. Once again, that target that needs to be isolated was not isolated quickly enough. And look at Vici, man. He's still able to sustain through so many auto attacks. Why Did finally able to pick up a kill for himself. That is a... Oh, actually make that 2. That's 2, 6, and 6 right now for the Tristana and Raven. He's getting caught out. Good cleanup here for Spook Squad, man. This is exactly what they needed at this point. I like music and video games. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Then you're in the right place, my friend. I got a lot of musicians in my family, as a matter of fact. Look at Gingy, gonna try to 1v2 Freak, but ends up getting the ulti stun off, and a nice Zonius might still give Freak the kill, but Why Did easily follows up. Quickly and easily follows up, using the mobility on that Tristana and snags that one. A lot of small skirmishes here, and these are going to go in favor of, these are going to go heavily in favor, as a matter of fact, of Spook Squad, because all they're doing is delaying. All these big skirmishes that are all coming out in favor of nobody right now are all going to work in favor of Spook Squad because they're simply delaying the game. There's an ultimate from Vici. He comes in, ends up only locking down 1, but there's still a kill to be had by Captain. Look at that, make that 2. And now, most likely, TD900K is going to go down there as well. Easy cleanup for Captain. Now, this might be an easy end here. We have a lot of death timers. Might be a very easy end for Team Villain. They're going to try to take down Toby. They do so. And with Captain finally still alive, Captain, finally able to make this big siege, they're able to take the match, man. I mean, this was a match that was very one-sided from the start, to be honest with you guys. And not one-sided in terms of, like, a smash, a stomp. There was nothing too insane about this game in terms of the way Team Villain won this match. But what I can say is that it was delayed a lot, considering the composition that they had, and considering the lack of utilization coming out from Spook Squad here. And I don't necessarily mean that in too negative of a way, but they didn't build their composition in a way that really had a streamlined strategy. I think that the true deficit right now for Spook Squad isn't in the game. It isn't from their individual skill. I've seen every single person on Spook Squad play extremely well in the past, and these are guys I have really high hopes for in the future, but they got to clean up that pick ban phase, man. The champions they selected, the combination of champs here, don't bring in any sort of outwardly identifiable playstyle. Now, the same goes for Team Villain in terms of when you look at the champs individually, but their play style is coming from the composition scores. They're grabbing the champions that they know are strong and potent on this map, and it's a big advantage for them because that's how they win these games. They simply overpower the enemy team. They simply have more potency. You know, they have champions that just are better on this map than the ones that are, you know, just down to the bare stats are just better on this map than the ones that Spook Squad are bringing out, and they're just simply overpower the enemy team. It doesn't have anything to do with you know, it's being outplayed or being outskilled or anything like that. It's all from the team selections. And right now, I do think that Spook Squad need to clean up their champion selections, hit that Draft Labs champion tier list, and I think that they could really learn a lot from Team Villain in this set here, considering that Team Villain, you know, just go straight to that tier list and grab the highest ranking champions they possibly can. And it has been working out well for them so far. So that's going to be GG here. Team Villain taking this set 2-0. Congratulations to them.